Every lion has scars you'll never see, but it's those scars that make his roar real. Imagine being born a king, the entire world laid out before you, your future written in strength and dominance. But what happens when that kingdom is stolen? When those you trusted turn their backs and leave you bleeding, not just from your body, but from your soul? What does a lion do when the world stops calling him king? Does he fall? Or does his broken heart find a way to roar again? This is his story. In the golden light of the savannah, he was once unstoppable. His mane burned like fire in the sun, and his roar could silence the winds. Animals paused when he walked past, not out of fear, but out of respect. He was not just a predator, he was the law of the land. As a cub, he had played without fear. The world was his playground, and his family, his pride, were his guardians. His mother's eyes held warmth. His father's roar promised safety. Days turned to years, and he grew into the leader everyone believed he would be. He learned to hunt, to fight, to protect. Pride ran through his veins, as naturally as the blood in his body. He knew he was destined to rule, and for a while he did. Life seemed perfect, but life doesn't promise fairness. Then, one night, under a blood-red sky, everything changed. His brothers, lions he once shared meals and memories with, turned against him. The reasons didn't matter. Hunger, jealousy, power. Whatever it was, their decision was final. The battle wasn't just physical, it was personal. Claws tore through skin, teeth sank deep. The roar of the king echoed into the night, but this time it wasn't a roar of victory. It was the sound of heartbreak. His golden mane darkened with blood. His body collapsed under betrayal more than pain. When the fight ended, there was no mercy. His brothers walked away, leaving him torn and broken, lying alone in the dirt where once he stood as king. He wasn't just defeated, he was broken. Day after day, he dragged his body through the endless stretches of dry grass. Once he had walked with purpose. Now, every step felt meaningless. Nights became his enemy. Hunger gnawed at his stomach. His roar, once the pride of the savannah, faded into silence. He avoided other animals, not because he feared them, but because he feared being seen. His reflection in still water showed a shadow of the lion he used to be. His once golden mane now carried the dullness of defeat. Dust clung to his fur like sadness clung to his soul. In the silence of loneliness, even a lion questions his worth. But deep inside him, something refused to die. As he lay weak beneath the burning sun, he watched others hunt. Gazelles sprinted, zebras kicked up dust, hyenas scavenged. But he remembered. He remembered his mother's lessons, her voice guiding him as a cub. He remembered the thrill of the chase, the joy of survival, the pride of being alive. And in that moment, he realized, survival isn't strength. It's a choice. He stood up. His legs trembled, but he stood. He tried to run. He failed. He tried again. He stalked prey, but fell short. He tried again. Every failure whispered to him that he wasn't the king anymore, but something louder kept answering back. Try again. Real kings aren't made when everyone cheers. They're made when no one is watching. One morning, hunger pushed him beyond his limits. He locked eyes with a weakened antelope. His body screamed, but his soul roared. The chase was short. The kill was clumsy. But when he tore into the flesh, he wasn't eating like a king. He was eating like someone who wanted to live. Every bite wasn't just survival. It was proof. Slowly, strength returned. His muscles remembered what power felt like. His eyes, once dull, now glimmered with purpose. And one night, under the stars, after months of silence, he roared. It wasn't loud, it wasn't perfect, but it was his. His heart was still broken, but now it was roaring. He returned, not as the lion he once was, but as something new. He didn't return to seek revenge. He returned because life belonged to him, and he was ready to claim it. His old rivals saw him, but this time, they didn't see anger. They saw focus. He didn't waste energy fighting like before. He chose his battles. He fought smarter. He stood taller. He chased no one. But when he walked through his old land, everyone moved aside. His brothers didn't leave because they feared his strength. They left because they felt his presence. His dominance wasn't loud anymore. It was undeniable. He didn't reclaim his territory through aggression. He reclaimed it through resilience. He had grown. He had learned. His power wasn't in how he fought. It was in how he stood. Now, he walks the savannah not as a lion seeking a crown, but as a king who carries it silently. His roar no longer demands attention. It commands respect without sound. Animals sense it. The king is back, but he's changed. He doesn't need to prove himself anymore. The strongest lions don't seek the crown. They carry it silently. And now, as his story ends, remember, this isn't just the story of a lion. It's your story too. There will be moments when you're left alone, times when life betrays you, days when you question your worth. Like the lion, you'll feel broken. But remember, life isn't about how many times you're broken. It's about whether you choose to rise again, whether you choose to fight quietly when no one's watching, whether you choose to roar, even with a broken heart. Because strength isn't in never falling. Strength is in standing back up. So, let this lion's story remind you, even a broken heart can roar.